What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. So we got some breaking news right now regarding Ryan, the TikTok extraordinaire Garcia. He's now been cleared. Yeah, Ryan Garcia cleared for one banned substance, which is the Martin Carefoot, Tyson Fury, nandrolone. Here we go. Here's the report. On Wednesday, veteran boxing reporter Dan Rafael reported that Garcia has been cleared of a potential positive drug test for 19 norandrostrone metabolite, nandrolone 100%, which derives from the banned substance nandrolone. Garcia initially tested positive for the metabolite, but results were unconfirmed pending further analysis via isotope ratio mass spectrometry. Those results are now being confirmed to be negative. Oops. And this is what they do, people. Yeah, this is what Massa Hearns be doing. We saw this with Beterbiev. Yeah, before the Beterbiev versus Callum Smith fight. Oh, Beterbiev juicing. Tony Bellend out there. Oh, I find it odd. That I got sparked out by Usyk, but Beterbiev's getting better. Whose fault's that? Tony, just because you got knocked spark out by Usyk, that's got nothing to do with Beterbiev beating the brakes off of Callum Smith. Right? You mad? Beterbiev doing what you couldn't. Yeah? No one was saying you was juice when you was punching David Hay up. Yeah? When you was punching up my fellow light-skinned brother, David Hay, I wasn't saying he was off the moody juice. I give you respect. So give Beterbiev his respect. And start giving Ryan Garcia his respect too. Yeah? Because he ain't even on that. This was the worst one. The nandrolone, I mean, from what I understand, nandrolone is like some sort of anabolic. It's like the top one, proper one, yeah? Proper one. The ostarine, that's some sort of SARM. It's a lower level thing. Who even knows if they work? We don't know. They ain't doing nothing really. Legitimately, they ain't doing nothing. Ostarine ain't doing nothing. Certainly not on the 19th and 20th of April. You could cane 20 grams of nandrolone, probably give you a heart attack kind of thing. Of ostarine on April 19th. It's not going to turn you into Superman on April 20th. Fact. Make no difference whatsoever. Never mind trace amounts. Trace amounts of ostarine is going to do nothing in one day, people. That's what we do know for a fact. 100%. Yeah? So the results for the main one, nandrolone, the Tyson Fury, Martin Carefoot, Moody Farmer situation have been found to be negative. And that's what I don't like. I told you, man, all you cats jumping on here, YB, you support a cheat. You don't know what's going on. Yeah? Same with Beterbiev. They put it out there, I don't think it's right. Like, how can you? Why say there's been they've got two words. There's like you've been caught dirty, and there's like an adverse finding. So Beterbiev was adverse. Oh, we're not really sure if he's juiced off his mind, but we're going to tell you anyway. Actually, we was wrong. Why not? Test it. Test it all first. Make sure it's properly popped, and then put it out. Why? And this here implies, from what I understand, with nandrolone, the reason they have to test this with this isotope ratio mass spectrometry system is because nandrolone is naturally found in the body. So apparently the synthetic isotopes are different to the, what do you call it, endogenous, I don't know, some sort of word inside your body. Inside your body has a certain isotope, and the Moody synthetic thing has a different isotope. So they don't know if it's legitimately your body producing it or if it's synthetic. So when you know that, there's a chance that, especially low levels, if someone's come off the radar and their numbers are just beaming through the moon, okay, there's no way, like, I don't know, they know average levels, right? If someone's coming through a 20 deviation of the average, you can say, yeah, he probably off his mind, let's put it out there first. But even then, though, just do the isotope test off the rip. You're talking about people's careers here. Beterbiev now, again, people like Tony Bellend, people are assuming, oh, yeah, he's off this, he's off that. Ryan Garcia now, in this occasion, with nandrolone, oh, he's off this, he's off that. Actually, no, he isn't off that, because we checked the isotopes. Now we've actually done our job. Your job isn't just to speculate, right? This is a government or whatever agency, a scientific government agency. What business is it of a scientific government agency to speculate? Get your Moody isotope ratio mass spectrometer out and check the things, make sure they're all nice, and then say, listen, man, the isotope was Moody, he popped. Not, well, he could have popped. Actually, he didn't pop. He just throws things out there, and this is people's their lives and their reputations. If you know it's possible, it could be endogenous, I think that's the right word. If it's possible, it could have manufactured it himself. Why risk that for? Nonetheless, though, it says here, Garcia has also tested positive for the SARM Ostarine in samples collected on April 19th and 20th, the day before and the day of his recent win against Devin Haney, and Garcia's team has contested those findings, requesting the B sample, of which the results are still pending. The samples are expected to be opened May 22nd. Again, I don't know what are they waiting for? What would you expect? What's VADA doing? Yeah, he requested it a day or so ago. What will it take 2 weeks for? Go check the things right now. I guess maybe it takes time to organise. I assume maybe Ryan Garcia will want one of his representatives in the room, or I don't know. But in fact, this raises, the whole B sample thing here raises or underpins why I am sceptical of these organisations. Yeah, the whole point of a B sample is so that their integrity can be, or their integrity is measurable, if that makes sense. If we could trust what they was doing, why would we need a B sample for? Yeah, the reason they have a B sample in the first place is because, oh well, it could get contaminated. How can it happen? Yeah, is it tamper-proof or not? Now, in most cases, they allege that the B sample is always the same as the A sample. Well, it isn't until it ain't, right? You know what I'm saying? Is it possible? Could it have been contaminated or not? If you know it can never be contaminated, what do you need a B sample for? I guess you could say, well, it's just prudent to have a B sample sitting there. I'm not sure. I need to look into it. In fact, let's do it right now. Has a VADA B sample ever been clean? Let's have a look here. Here we go. Examples of fighters failing sample A. Examples of fighters failing sample A in a test, but not sample B. I highly doubt it. Everyone is speculating. That's the problem with these chat forums, man. So maybe it's never happened. Oh wait, Tyson Fury's B sample came back negative. Yeah, Tyson Fury's failed a test on sample A but passed sample B. Was for the Hammer fight, but it didn't come out 2 months later. There's also no confirmation the B sample was clean. John Fury and his team was saying it. Okay, so it's speculation. I don't know. Fair play to them. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe there isn't an example of the B sample coming back. There would be no way for a sample taken the day before and right after the bout to have had the test results known immediately, as Garcia suggested. Yeah, I agree with that. Anyway, Conor Benn, the status of sample B. Let's have a look at Conor Benn. Apparently these are coming back now. I ain't even heard about the sample B. WBC does not have licenses, blah 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 blah. They're waffling. Let's have a look. Sample. Conor Benn's doping drama continues to unfold. The WBC have confirmed the status of the B sample for his failed test. Where's this? These guys love to put waffle in their things. The B sample concluded the same rot as the A sample. Okay then, so I'm just guessing essentially. But it's still, it can be contaminated. I'm speculating it can. Yeah, that's why they have to. It's possible. Here we go. This one here as well. This is the original one I told you about. Yeah, atypical, that's it. Adverse is when you've popped. Atypical is when it's up in the air and they're just guessing, essentially. Yeah, throwing dirt on people's names without the actual science backing it up, which is weak. How Ryan Garcia is going to prove the Ostarine? Again, based on what we're seeing here, people, he was tested like 2 weeks before. I'm not even sure. I'm surprised when Ryan Garcia put out his testing schedule. It was more looser than a goose, if I'm honest. I am quite surprised that it was. I'm trying to find it now, but it was like once a blue moon, essentially. It was like once every 2 weeks. I was like, what? These top level of sport people. These guys should be tested, yeah? Bear in mind, VADA, we're like the premier things. We do the premier testing. If you're known to be doing the premier testing, it should be certainly once a week, bare minimum. If really, it should be twice a week, every 3 days. Yeah, start of the week and the middle of the week, every week kind of thing. Every 3 or 4 days, drop a random one in there. Let's have a look where it is. If I passed it whilst I was gambling, whilst I was waffling rather, I don't know what's going on. Look at the Ryan Garcia with a bad thing right now. Come on, man, he been living 100%. Do you know, people? Do you know how many men they'd give their mother to live like Ryan Garcia. That's just the truth. There'll be, out of 4 billion men on earth, how many of them do you think would give their mother up to live like Ryan? There's one in this room right now. I'm joking. I'm joking. Here we go. That's where it is. I went past it. So look, 2nd of Feb. Sorry, this 26th of Feb. The 5th. No, sorry. This is moody. 26th of Feb. The 8th of March. That's like 2 weeks, right? The 15th of March, a week later. And then the 3rd of April. That's like 2 knocking on 3 weeks later. And then the fight was April 19th. So that's another 2 weeks. What is this? It should be minimum a week. And if you're going to make out you're the best in the business, it should be every 3 days, every 4 days. And these top guys, yeah, where it matters, they should pay for it as well. Yeah? Let's not leave no question. Because once every 2 weeks, I get that. You could actually probably do something in there with some short-acting compound. You probably could get, obviously, you don't know when they're coming. Damn. It's like a week. Like if they've been once, based on this, obviously, this isn't a schedule, but based on this, you've got at least a week in between each one. The shortest time between all of these is 1 week. The fuck? So that's on them, Taylor, actually. So yeah, he joined VADA on the 24th and he got his first test 26th. And it's basically averages like every 10 days. What? VADA's average. If you knew that VADA's average was every 10 days, what would you think of that? I think that's whack. That's like, what are you even testing them? That's the question. VADA, the gold standard. The gold standard of what? Once a fortnight. Yeah? What in the world would you call high quality if it's once a fortnight? If you're getting 100%. If you're getting naan once a fortnight, do you think that's, what's the word? Would you say that is not acceptable? Is that a good position to be in? There's nothing on this earth that's good every 2 weeks, right? If you could only eat every 2 weeks, would that be good? No. If you only get naan once every 2 weeks, would that be good? No. What is there in the world? But yet apparently PED testing for a fight, that's good to be once every 2 weeks. Where are they doing that at? Yeah? They could cut out a lot of the speculation. Apparently it costs a lot of money. I don't know how much it costs. How much does it cost you to send someone down there and get a blood test? These guys probably working minimum wage, right? Just popping up there and jabbing someone's leg. How much it cost? Again, charge the fighters. It's not like getting massive money. What, 10 grand? Okay. Ain't hurting no one. To actually do the job you say you're going to do, clean boxing program. And this gets rid of all the speculation then. With these dates here, you can speculate. He could have been like managing it and like Conor Benn's doctor, Dr. Al-Shabaab said, we know when they come in, we know the schedule. Well, if you did it more frequently, the schedule would be less relevant. If you're coming once a week, yeah, or less than once a week, and you know between the hours of 9 and 10, or 9 at night and 5 in the morning they can't come, oh yeah, that's a pretty good schedule to know. Once a week, and they can't come for half of the day as well, the whole night. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially for these big fights. It should. And I heard Terence Crawford say he's been tested like 3 times in a week. Why is it so infrequent? Everyone should be treated the same, I believe. And it should be, everyone in the top level fights, yeah, should be, boom. You expect to be tested twice a week, and you don't know when we're coming. That's something I'll be scared of, right? We know they're coming twice this week, and we don't know when. That literally rules out the chance of you doing anything moody. If you're coming once every 10 days, it's like, well, let's take a punt here. Yeah, they've just been on the 26th. Hey, we're free for the next 10, 15, 7 days. Let's get on a madness. Do you know what I mean? It's random, but is it random though? Yeah, because these numbers to make it looking random. Random would be, hey, he was tested on the 26th. And then he was tested on the 4th. And then he was tested on the 5th. You know what I mean? Catching you out the rhythm. But the only thing I see here is a whole bunch of time. 26th plus 12 days. Yeah? So this gap here, 12 days. This gap here, a week. This gap here, 3 weeks. What part of that is like edgy? What part of that is going to have people thinking we better not risk it? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think Ryan Garcia was juicing because regardless of... Number one, all these tests were negative. So unless he's got Devin Haney's brother on the case and he's been getting some spiritual... he's been talked to by the gods, telling the juice gods. It might be the case. Has Ryan Garcia got a link with the juice gods? And they've foretold him, hey, they've prophesied, hey Ryan, VADA, they're going to come get your juicy ass on the 26th of Feb, the 8th of March, the 15th of March, and the 3rd of April. If that's the case. I don't think so, though. So he wasn't juicing. If we assume, as per the results here, he wasn't juicing for his whole camp, who here think he suddenly jump on some low-level Moody Psalm on the day of the fight? And better yet, some goofy said in the comments, oh, YB, he don't understand science. What, and you do? There's not, if any scientist tells you, yeah, that 24 hours or 36 hours of Ostarine is gonna do anything, damn sure turn you into Superman, you don't know science. That's for a fact. There's not one, I don't believe there's one compound, if I'm honest. I don't believe there's one compound on the earth outside of stimulants that you can take, and then within 24 hours you're the Hulk. We're talking about, these are metabolic processes, things like muscle repair and muscle growth, and like the twitch fibers. You don't convert slow twitch to fast twitch or whatever, this, that, the other overnight. It takes weeks and months and whatever else. So I don't believe he did it, bottom line, because there'd be no benefit. There'd be absolutely a nilch benefit. And the downside of it, the downside of taking a Moody Psalm, and I watched some guy's video and he said that Ostarine's like the one that's glaring on the tests. Let's have a look now. See, I'm not a scientist, but let's have a look. Ostarine half-life. So the half-life is basically how long it takes your body to have metabolized half of the dose. So if you put a gram in, how long would it take for it to get to 500 milligrams, essentially? That's what I know nothing about science, but that's my guess from what I understand. Ostarine half-life. Oh my god. Psalms are orally administered with a half-life of about 24 hours for Ostarine, and a relative short half-life, 4 hours for Andrine. Oh my god, 24 hours. So Ostarine is the last thing you'd take, people. Yeah, if you took Ostarine, it'd take a whole day for you to lose half of that. In reality, I think for something to be out of your system, you need like 7 half-lives. So you'd need 7 days. And even then, who knows how closely VADA can look at it. But generically speaking, it's 6 or 7 half-lives until it's almost gone. Why would you take a substance that you know is going to take a week to get out? Why would you take that substance on fight night, the time you know you're going to be tested? You know for a fact, listen, VADA may or may not be random, yeah? You may or may not know when they're coming. You know on fight night you're being tested. And you're telling me he popped something that's definitely going to be there. This would definitely, if you pop Ostarine on the 19th, this will 100% tell you you're positive. It's not like it's something that, the half-life is 10 minutes. And Ryan knew that within an hour it'd be gone. If you took this on the 19th, you know you're going to be there next week as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Nuts, super nuts. This is, I believe, what they do is, I don't know what, actually, I'm not sure what I believe, but Deontay Wilder said someone passed him some Moody water. Someone from Team Haney, yeah? In fact, I know how it works now, yeah? Especially the fight night one. Hey, they get tested after their fight, yeah? If Ryan Garcia hadn't got whooped, if Ryan Garcia hadn't whooped Diddy Haney, yeah? We ain't heard nothing. On fight night, Diddy Haney got whooped, yeah? And obviously Puff put the call in and Ryan got passed some Moody water. That's what happened on the fight night. I can't explain the 19th though, because on the 19th, Devin Haney wouldn't have known he fixed him to get whooped. So that's more up in the air. Either way, it ain't happened, is the point. There's not one chance Ryan Garcia took this based on the evidence I've just given you. Yeah? No one would do that. Fact. Not even a retard would do that on fight night. It'd serve you no benefit, number one, and number two, you're gonna get caught. There's not one way you can pop some Ostarine and piss clean in the next 24 hours. There's no way. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%, no doubt about it, to stop it.